More than 6 months ago, Duke University and the city of Durham, North Carolina were rocked by charges that Duke lacrosse players raped an exotic dancer at a team party. 60 Minutes correspondent Ed Bradley got exclusive interviews with the 3 players charged in the case, including former co-captain Dave Evans.
Do you ever think that if this does go to trial, that if you're convicted, you could face a lot of time in prison? Do you ever think about that?
Would you?
Sure.
Yeah. 30 years I could go to jail for something that never happens, based on a lie.
Ed Bradley's here with us this morning. Good morning, Ed.
Good morning, Hannah.
You spoke to all 3 of these young men. Are they scared? They've all said they're innocent.
I think that they do have some fear. As Dave says, he's looking at 30 years in prison for something he says he didn't do. Based on the evidence, they feel they shouldn't be in this position, so they feel confident that they're innocent. But having said that, they are in this position indicted based on evidence that they don't think should have put them there.
A couple of key points to be made, and one of them is the lineup that the accuser looked at to pick out players who had allegedly raped her. What were the problems with that lineup?
Well, the lineup violated the Durham police rules, state rules, Justice Department rules. We've all seen these TV shows where the suspect comes in and there are 4 or 5 people who have nothing to do with the crime. It's the same thing in a photo lineup. They're called fillers, those extra people. You have pictures of people who were there and pictures of people who had nothing to do with it. The accuser was shown pictures of everyone who's at the party, all of the lacrosse players. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. She could pick anyone, and she would pick someone who was there.
You've also spoken with the other dancer who was there that night, along with the accuser, a young lady named Kim Roberts. Let's take a look at that.
In the police statement, she describes the rape in this way. 3 guys grabbed Nikki, that's you. Brett, Adam, and Matt grabbed me. They separated us at the master bedroom door while we tried to hold on to each other. Brett, Adam, and Matt took me into the bathroom. Were you holding on to each other? Were you pulled apart? Is that true?
No.
Did she give you any reason to believe that she had been assaulted or abused in any way?
Mm-mm.
None whatsoever?
Mm-mm.
Did she at any point that night say anything about being in pain or having been hurt in any way?
Mm-mm. She obviously wasn't hurt, or because, she was fine.
So she disputes the accuser's story.
Well, she disputes the accuser's story as it was given in the accuser's police statement. Mm-hmm. She refuted every point.
How many different versions have we heard of what happened that night?
You know, the accuser has had several different accounts. First it was 3, then it was 5. She changed the number of people, the description of the people. She couldn't recognize some of the people from the photo lineups. When she finally picked out one person, she said, oh yeah, that was him, but he had a mustache. He'd never had a mustache. What's
been established in terms of DNA evidence in this case?
Bottom line is there was none. I mean, the players voluntarily offered to give their DNA. The district attorney said this will rule out all of the innocent people. It turned out that there was no DNA from any player on or inside her or in that bathroom, with the exception of perhaps Dave Evans, because it was his bathroom. So she said she lost fingernails in a struggle during this rape. Well, there were 2 fingernails found in the trash can. There was DNA evidence that could have belonged to Dave Evans, but his argument is it was my bathroom, my trash can, my toilet tissue, my dental floss, all of these things that you throw in the trash can, surely my DNA is going to be in the trash can.
Your report and others just continue to raise questions about what real hard evidence there is in this case. What sort of doubts are there about the district attorney, Mike Nifong, who was so confident in prosecuting this case? He said there was no doubt in his mind that this young woman had been raped.
I think the biggest difficulty with the prosecutor, DA Mike Nifong, is that he said they were guilty before he examined the evidence. He said they were guilty before any police reports were written. He said they were guilty before they questioned all of the witnesses in the case. He called them guilty.
Think it'll go to trial?
I think he's determined to take it to trial, but if people there look at the evidence, they say, how can he go to trial based on this kind of evidence?
And for now, the trial is set for this spring, and we look forward to seeing the rest of your report. Ed, thanks for being here with us this morning. We appreciate it. Of course, you can see Ed's full report, including the interviews with all three of the players who were charged, on 60 Minutes. That's Sunday at 7, 6 Central, right here on CBS.